All right. Hello, everybody. Hope you're doing good today. Hope your holidays also were lovely, no matter what you celebrate. I don't have my water. I forgot my water out in the wilderness. Hey, love. I appreciate it. Hey, G. Hi. Lucky for us, Kamar is joining us for class. Good extreme early morning from the future in Thailand. Yes, Holly. Holy shit. Whoa. Oddly enough, you and my dad are in Thailand at the same time. Who would have thought? I talked to him this morning. Boom! I hear water bottles. Holly, what part of Thailand are you in right now? I want to know. I want to know. Hi, Jen. Hello, hello. Nice. Oh, that sounds so lovely. Kamar G says hello. Hey, Bizarro's Wave. Love rolling with you too. Hi, Anita. Hello, hello. Good morning. I know the chat is populating. I'm really excited for today's class. It's our last one of 2022. Can you believe it? We've been doing this every week, pretty much for like the entire year, right?
Well, I mean, I haven't been here the whole year.
I know. Usually you work on Monday. But man, I'm just like really proud of all of you for showing up today. I know it can be really tough to stick with a movement practice routine, especially during the holidays, because if we're like anything like each other, I kind of like being a little couch baby during this time. So good job, you guys. We're going to be doing a physically challenging practice today because we're going to be doing warrior threes. So warrior three, because it's our last part of our balance series, warrior three to me is kind of like a pinnacle balance because you're standing on one foot and the rest of your body is trying to go horizontal with the floor. So of course, we're going to focus a lot on your hamstrings, your feeling of kind of like homeostasis in your hips, because a lot of times in order to make that balance work, we kind of pitch off center a little bit, but we're going to try to square as much as we can. We're not seeking perfection ever, but we're just going to try to feel pretty square through the hips. Hey, Rachel, hello. Hi. Plus, we're going to be throwing in lots and lots of options for like arm balances and inversions. So it's going to be fucking rad. Because what's more balancing than doing some of that? Hi, Nicolette. Yes, we had a wonderful holiday. I hope you did too. I hope you did too. Oh, Pie's here. Yes, the whole family's back again. Are you going to take up position on my mat, Pie? Did you guys hear that? I think that was a yes. So things that can be super useful for your practice today. blocks, maybe a strap, especially for this like first part, which we're gonna start on the ground. I know. Pie. Should we take a look at pie? Let's take a look at pie. Yay! How cute is the baby? So I have a feeling she's going to be bothering Kamar a lot like that. Okay, so again, blocks, straps, all those things can be really, really helpful for class. I already kind of set up Kamar right there with some blocks, so I say we get going. Nice, we got 12 people concurrently viewing. I love that. If any more hop on, I'll try to give you guys as much a rundown as possible, but I say we get started. What do you think, Kamar?
Let's go.
Let's do it. You want some music for you?
Sure. We're listening to music.
Yeah, well you can, we can put on whatever. What you feeling? What you vibing on?
I am yours. Give me submit.
And you are mine?
Your vibe.
Okay. I don't know what my vibe is today. What is everybody's vibe today? What's the vibe today? Let's see. That was a hell yes, right? I mean, of course, for like, you know, for YouTube live streams because of, you know, copyright shit. We usually do not stream music, so I won't be streaming music here. But if you guys have a specific vibe that you have, you can absolutely do it. I won't stop you. It's hard for me to choose.
Oh boy.
I know, right?
Glad to see you were really prepared for this last class of the year.
Oh, I'm so prepared, babe. I'm prepared movement-wise, but not, literally not in any other way.
Great.
Here, I'll give you my right ear.
Okay, I'll be your right ear.
Be my right ear. All right, gang. Let's get started by laying down. Hey, Itzel. Good morning. I'm ready for class 2. I'm gonna like half do it, which is probably terrible for me. Yeah, let's copy Kamar there. Let's take a big yawn. Maybe you open up your mouth as you do that. And just let oxygen out of your body. Yeah. And you can do just like Kamar even. Reach your arms up above your head, stretch everything out, arch through your back a little bit. Hopefully you have enough space to do that. Great. And after that big yawn, that big stretch where you elongate all of your limbs out, let's gather both of your knees in towards your chest. So 1, 2. Yeah. And we'll rock a little bit side to side, massaging out your low back. You can also just move your knees independent of each other. I know there's always dangerous water bottles everywhere. Great. In about 5 seconds, we're gonna just isolate one leg. So we're gonna keep your right knee in towards your chest and then send the left leg long and all the way down to the ground. Nice job. Now let's hug that knee in nice and tight towards you. Take a big breath in. Exhale, let's twist it out. Drop the knee all the way over to your left-hand side. You can do like Kamar just did and scoot your bottom hip underneath you to allow for more rotation in the spine. Now, if your space permits, you can reach your right arm out to the side, goalpost it. but do try to keep this right shoulder in contact with the ground. So if your twist kind of lifts the upper body off the ground, maybe reassess what you're doing here. All right, let's bring you back to center. Now this is where straps might come in handy for you. Instead of switching to the other side, we're staying on the right. I want you to extend your right leg up towards the ceiling. Woo. So again, strap can go around the bottom of the foot. You can give it a nice extension. And you can keep this left leg extended if you want, or you can bring a little bit of a bend into it until you feel like your hamstring has kind of loosened its death grip on you. Great. Now let's do a little bit of dynamic movement here. I want you to micro bend the right leg, but still keep the bottom of your foot showing towards the ceiling, and then re-extend it. So bend and extend. We're just doing a little bit of neural flossing here. We're encouraging that hamstring to be a little more spacious. Great. We're going to do this for 10 more seconds or so, and then we're going to try to find some stillness. Nice. All right, now if you haven't already, keep the extension of your right leg. Really work on flexion in the ankle joint so that those toes are trying to come towards your face. Now, if you bent your other leg, maybe see if that leg can extend out as well. Now, if you're still holding on to the strap, maybe you let it go. You just let that strap balance on your foot. And I want you to try to bring your arms up above your head. Nice. This is your warrior three. All we did was take it from foot on the ground to on your back. So great. Stay for 3. Stay for 2. Nice, and 1. Let's relax. Grab that strap off of your foot. Let it off to the side. And then we're going to start with left knee to chest, right leg long. And we'll drop it into your twist. So take the left leg across your body. Bottom hip can scoot underneath you. Just getting all those little twisty doodles out. I want to twist with you, Kumar.
Come on.
I just feel like it's going to be loud. I want to like put my microphone at my low back. Let's see. Oh my God.
Wow. You
Hey.
can just feel it, huh?
Yeah. I feel like everybody heard that one.
Yeah, it was like a chiropractic adjustment.
Right? Just do the other side there. All right. Let's bring you back to center. I know, I want to stay there forever too. And then we're going to go left leg up towards the ceiling. So we're going to try to go for our L shape. Strap can come back into the picture. Great. And we're going for our dorsiflexion again with the feet. Right leg can stay nice and long, or if you need a little bit of a bend, we're going for our micro bends and extends. I feel like when I'm not stretching regularly, my hamstring flexibility is the first thing to go.
Yeah?
It's like, what? Do I even ever stretch? Have I ever stretched in my life?
It's all relative, isn't it?
It really is. All right, so you got 10 more seconds of those bendies and extendies. Great. And then I want you guys to hold that extension. Great. Again, really working on the lengthening of everything. And then we're going to take your arms up above your head. Now, one thing I want you to notice, as your arms come above your head, did your ribs splay out? Or can you keep everything nice and tucked in? I know it's early, the shoulders are probably cold, but you're only here for 3 more seconds. Good, last 2. Nice, and relax. Let's take that strap off of your foot, kick it off to the side, and then we're gonna gather both of your knees back in towards your chest again. Lasso. All right, now pick up your head, neck, and shoulders. I want you to look towards your knees, and let's get your center a little bit warmed up. All right. From this hugged in position, we're gonna extend everything out, reach the arms above the head again, and then bring it back in with your exhale. If that's too much to do both, you can just extend one arm, one leg, bring it in. One arm, one leg, bring it in. So take your poison, whatever works. I mean, both are honestly hard, but there's a little bit of difference between both options. We've got 10 more seconds. Nice, last 5, 4, 3, 2, it wouldn't be our last class if we didn't at least hold one hollow body. 8, 7, 6, come on. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it in. Ah,
Yikes.
I know. Let's rock and roll. Up and down the length of your mat you go. Our aim is to get towards tabletop position. So all 4s, hands and knees. All right, we're gonna do spine and we're going to do wrists and arms because I wanna be able to give you guys some options for some arm balances today. So first we'll start off with just your cat-cows, reaching the heart forward and then contracting and rounding your spine. We'll do 2 more just like that. And then we'll come back to neutral. Turn your hands out to your right and your left. Slide side to side with your chest. And if you can, let's turn the hands into full external rotation and just hold still or lean back a little bit. You can peel the heels of your hands up off the ground, but that's only if you need that extra sensation. Great, now if you're leaned back, let's restack shoulders over your wrists and go through 3 more rounds of cat-cow, but with your hands in your external rotation. See how that feels. Nice. Once you finish your third, bring your hands back to neutral position. Give your wrists a little shake out, a little roll out. And then just starting with your right hand, let's flip that hand like a pancake. And just like earlier, remember how we did those bends and extends with the arms? Here we're gonna do a rotate and extend with just your right arm. So bend the right elbow out to the side, and then straighten the right arm and try to move it into external rotation. Bend and extend. Nice. We'll do 3 more. So good. 2. Your palm is facing up towards you. Yeah? Bring the right palm back onto the ground, and let's do the same thing on the other side. I know my left hand is out of frame. There we go. Bend and then extend. Nice job.
Oof.
3, 2, and last one. Hands come back to neutral. Let's sit back onto your heels, get you off your hands for a minute. Woo. Now you can sit on your feet, you can tuck your toes. We're just gonna do some upper body spiraling. Hands are gonna come up and I want you to grab for opposing elbows. Great. And I want you to hinge your torso forwards just a little bit. Now imagine the crown of your head is like the lead of a pencil. I want you to draw a big circle on the ceiling. Hi, Pi. Pi wants to join and she wants to scream. Nice. I hope that was a good visual for you guys because it's a good visual for me. Let's reverse those circles other way. Oh. Last 2. Last 1. Let's release your arms up towards the ceiling. And I want you to hide your thumbs in your palms, wrap your forefingers around him. Yes, you've got these like Superman punch hands. Open and then close them back up again. Superman. Well, 1 punch. Great. Now reach those Superman punchies right in front of you. Good morning.
I want to say that I don't think this would be a very smart way to punch somebody.
No, this would actually be the worst way to punch somebody. You'll break your thumbs. Okay. Yeah, ideally thumb out when you want to punch somebody.
Superman probably is fine doing it.
He's fine. Yeah, Superman can do it. Yeah. Because, yeah, he's fucking Superman. Mm-hmm. Unless he's trying to punch kryptonite. I don't know.
That wouldn't be smart.
No. How's everybody's forearms? It sucks, right? Last 5. Keep that pace. 4. Last 3. Last 2. And 1. Release, shake that out. Back to tabletop. And then through to downward facing dog. Let's lift your hips up and back. See how those hamstrings are. Great. Do any type of down dog activities that you like. So pedaling out the knees, swiveling your hips from right to left. Nice. All right, you guys. Let's lift up your heels nice and high. Bend into your knees, look to the front of your space, and let's travel there into a standing forward fold. You can go hip width distance. Nice and slow, let's roll you all the way up to standing, keeping your knees bent as you do this. And then roll out your shoulders at the top. Take some nice, deep, meaningful breaths. And then we'll let those shoulders hang, the palms spiral to the front, the feet ground. Mountain pose, Tadasana. You can close your eyes. 2 more breaths. And after that final breath, using your next inhale to reach the arms up towards the sky. With your exhale, forward fold. Take it all the way down to the ground, hinging from your hips. Nice. Show me your halfway lift. Lengthen out through the spine. Your hands can stay on the ground. They can come up to your shins, even your thighs. Let's plant your hands, step back to a high plank position. Top of a push-up. Now let's glide you forwards and with as much control as you can, lower down to your tummy. Couple rounds just to warm up your back of cobra. So tops of the feet press into the ground, elbows want to peel back. Let's peel up the heart and the head. Feel the muscles of your back activate once here and keep the back of your neck long. Nice. Return the heart down. You can slide the hands back a scotch if you need. Let's peel up once more. And return down to the ground. Nice. Final one just like that. Peel up your head and your heart. Maybe you even put a little pressure in your hands to give you that extra sense of lift. And then melt the rest of the way back down to the ground. Your way of getting back to downward facing dog, maybe you tuck your toes, you do a full push-up from the ground. Maybe you push and slide yourself back kind of like through tabletop, but we're all gonna meet back in downward facing dog. Take 3 breaths here. Good, one more just like that. Nice work. Inhale, heels high. Exhale, knees bend, look to the front. Inhale to the top of your mat, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise up to standing, reaching your arms up towards the ceiling, so that's your Utthita Hasta. Exhale, Samastitihi, either arms by side body or at heart center. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, forward fold, take it down. Halfway lift, lengthen. Let's see if we can get hands to ground for Chaturanga Dandasana. You can step back to high plank, bend the elbows to 90 degrees into your mid plank, or you can also take it down to the ground and bring back your low cobra. We're all meeting back in downward facing dog, lifting the hips back into that A shape. 2 breaths this time of reset. Nice, nice. For your 3rd breath, let's use it to transition. Heels high, bend into your knees, look to the front. Travel to the front, meet me in your halfway lift. That's a breath in. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise up to standing. Exhale, Samastitihi. Inhale, reach the arms back up. Exhale, forward fold. Hinge from your hips and take it down. Good. Halfway lift. Lengthen out through your spinal column. Exhale, Chaturanga. Maybe you're feeling ready for things like jump backs at this moment.
Maybe not.
Maybe not. Maybe you just step on back. Upward facing. And exhale, downward facing dog. Great. Again, little reset of your breath. Good, I want to hear y'all breathing. There you go, one more just like that. Heels nice and high. Bend your knees, look forward to the front. Inhale, breath, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise up to standing. And with your exhale, Samastitihi. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, forward fold, take it down. Ardha, halfway lift. Nice. Chaturanga your way. Hands come down. You can step back, hop back, or just move on through. Know that those cobras are always available. Once back in downward facing dog. This time, instead of taking just our short break, we're back to a longer break with an option for a deeper shoulder opener here. Dolphin position. So forearms can come down to the ground in your dolphin. My biggest recommendation is that the meaty part of your forearms is rolling to the inside of your space, if that makes sense. So we don't want to see our forearms splaying out to the right and the left. We want to try to go for 11s. Then the chest wants to shift back. You want it to still feel and look like a downward facing dog, but just on your forearms. 2 more breaths here in that position. All right, and then we're bringing it back up to our downward facing dog. Party time. Right leg is gonna lift. Super simple. Try to stay really square here and push out through that right heel. Toes want to point down. You can even look back and check those toes. Great. And then let's bring the right knee towards your chest and step through for a low lunge. Open up your hip flexor by dipping the hips down towards the ground and your chest towards the front. And then let's take a hamstring stretch. Lengthen out through the right leg. Front foot can stay pointed or you can even flex. Good. If your foot is flexed, return it back to the ground, bend into the front knee. We're going to get set up for Virabhadrasana 1, so warrior 1. So point your left toes out, stack your shoulders up above your hips. If balance feels really off, I always like to recommend people step out wider or shorten your stance or a combination of both for your warrior 1. Now let's take your arms up towards the ceiling. Check the squareness of your shoulders by reaching just your left arm forwards. Nice. Yeah, I do the little jiggle thing too. And then we'll bring both arms back up. Keep the tailbone nice and long. Inhale, breath. Exhale, let's bring the hands back down to frame up the right foot. Square up off of that back leg. Let's go through high to mid plank with an option for Ekapada or single-legged. Upward facing. And exhale back to downward facing. Let's work your left side. Left leg lifts as square as you can. And then let's bring the knee towards your nose. Step through, low lunge. Now I want you to feel the hip flexors work down towards the ground, opening up your chest towards the front. And then we'll lengthen out through your left leg and work through a hamstring stretch. Point or flexing the foot, whichever feels best for you. Great, let's rebend into your front knee. Adjust the back foot so the toes are turned out. And we're into our warrior 1. Arms reaching up, outer edge of back foot on the ground. Widen the stance, shorten the stance, whatever you need. And then let's check our shoulders. Right arm reaches forward. Jiggling that shoulder into place a little bit. Commit to that bend into the front knee. It's a lot for that back ankle too. Once both arms are reaching up to the sky again, take one more breath for me. And exhale, let's bring your hands down to the ground. Square up off that back foot. Lengthen left leg back if you want. High to mid. Upward facing. And then back to downward facing dog. Nice. Spend a breath in here. And a breath out. Let's lift both heels. Bend into your knees, look to the front. And let's travel. Halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Now bend into your knees, sit on back. We're going into chair pose, Utkatasana. Arms can reach forward if the shoulders are still feeling tight, or you can start to track the biceps by your ears. Find some neutrality in the pelvis here. One inhale. With your exhale, we're gonna come all the way up to standing, arms by your side, and we're gonna just balance on our right foot. First single-legged balance of your day. I don't know, maybe you've been already doing this, but it's my first single-legged balance of today. Great, we're gonna return the left foot back to the ground, rebend into the knees, come back into chair. Good, again, exhale, stand up, switch. Now your right leg is up. First time on this left foot. Great. And then we're gonna kind of turn this into like a little bit of a march. Back into your chair. Exhale, stand. Left foot. Chair. Exhale, stand. Right leg. Good. Ten more seconds. Oh, shit. Last 5. Good. 4, 3, 2. Last 1. Just standing, reach both your arms up towards the ceiling. And then let's take it down to your forward fold. Halfway lift and option for your first arm balance here. Crow pose or Bakasana. Hands come down to the ground. Elbows want to still be pointing back. Knees want to come on towards your triceps. Now, even if your crow pose is just you bringing knees to triceps and the feet don't leave the ground, I'm good with it. Good. Things like jump backs are available here in 3 seconds. 2, and he held it on 1. Upward facing dog, lift your chest. Exhale, downward facing dog, lift your hips. So good, you guys. We're gonna move more breath to movement through that flow, and then we're on to the main meaty part of this bad boy. Take another breath in, and a breath out. Right leg is going to lift nice and square. Nice. Exhale, let's bring the knee in towards your nose. Shift forward. Up, you're going up and back again. Inhale, right leg lifts. Sorry, babe, surprise. Exhale, knee to nose, squeeze. Last time, inhale, lift the right leg high. Knee to nose, step it through. Dip the hip flexor down, open the chest to the front. And with your exhale, pull it back into your hamstring stretch.
Thank you.
I know, you're like,
I don't know what we're doing.
Inhale, bring it up into warrior 1. Great, with your exhale, bring it back down. It's kind of quick, high to mid. Up dogs, down dogs. Left leg lifts. Knee to nose, bring it forwards. Back up, inhale. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, breath, leg high. Knee to nose, step it through. Open chest to the front, breath in. Exhale, hamstring stretch. Inhale up into warrior 1, quick transition. Exhale, take it down, high to mid. Upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Again, resetting your breath. Great. Let's go heels high. Bend your knees, look to the front, and travel to the front. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Chair position. Great. With your exhale, come all the way up to standing and lift up your left leg. Now, instead of just hanging out here with this leg, I want you to see if you can either support it or go for your Padangusthasana B, grabbing for the foot, lengthening that leg forwards. Now, these are great foundations for our Warrior 3 for a lot of reasons. Again, we're taking that shape and we're just flipping it all around. Now, see if you can reach your right arm up towards the ceiling. See if both arms can reach up to the ceiling. Hold that position for 3. Great. Pendulum movement in 2 and 1. Swing it back. Plant it back down onto the ground. We're going high to mid plank again from here. We'll do the other side in a minute. Up dogs. Downward facing dogs. Lift heels, bend knees, look to the front and travel. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Chair pose. Exhale up to standing. Now your right leg lifts. Support the leg. Maybe you go for your Padangusthasana. Left leg lifts, or sorry, left arm lifts. I'm like, what's an arm, what's a leg? Who knows? Maybe both arms lift. For 3, for 2. Pendulum movement, let's go. Big step back. High to mid plank from here. Upward facing and downward facing dog Pike it up and back. Reset again. We have one final round of this. You guys got it. One more breath. Nice. Right leg lifts. Knee to nose, big squeeze. Good. Again, right leg lifts. Knee to nose, squeeze. One more time, right leg lifts. I want to give you an option. You can do a switch kick hop to the front, or you bring the knee to your nose and step through to low lunge. The switch kick hop, again, I'm not very warm, but you bend into the left leg, hop, and switch. Yeah? All right, so hip flexor, lowers down towards the earth. And then we lengthen into your right leg and again do your hamstring stretch. Great. Up into your warrior one for the last time on this side. Hooray! And exhale, take it down, high to mid plank. Down dog. Great, left leg lifts. Knee to nose. Again, left leg lifts. Knee to nose. Left leg lift, same transition as last time. Either you stepped through to low lunge or you bent into the right leg and switch kick top to the front. Big release of the right side hip flexor, so try to get it down towards the earth. Hamstring stretch. Re-bend into front knee, warrior one, inhale breath. And exhale, take it down, high to mid. Good, downward facing. Okay, doing our last single-legged prep for balance at the front, okay? Let's lift up the heels, bend the knees, look to the front and travel. Good, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Chair position, bend into your knees. Exhale, bring it up to standing. Left leg lifts. Nice. Now, we've already done just this hold. We did our Padangusthasana. I want to give you guys the options for one of my favorite / least favorite balances in the book, dynamic movement of a pistol squat. So, you can capture for that foot, that leg, bend, and work down. Bring it back up. Let's see if we can do 2 more. We did it! Big reach up. Woo! Pendulum movement back. Hands to the ground. High to mid. So good, you guys. And back. All right, let's travel to the front. I'm gonna start preserving my energy now. Halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Great chair position. And exhale, bring it up to standing. Right leg lifts. Again, you can just work this guy. Or if you're psychopaths like me and Kumar, pistols. Oh, it's my weak leg, babe. We can do it, one more. Great, big pendulum release, take it back. And high to mid. Upward facing. Back to downward facing, break time. Feel free to bring your knees to the ground. Grab a little water.
We're gonna do warrior 3?
I swear we are. That's coming next.
He's teasing it.
I know. I promise we're doing warrior 3 next. I wanted us to just feel absolutely gassed before we did warrior 3. Perfect. All right. We got 10 more seconds until we head into this final piece of the flow. It's going to kind of be a bit of an homage to some of the flows that we've already been doing over the month with balance. All right, so right leg lifts. And again, we're just doing this one time. You can just bring knee to nose and step through, or if you're really vibing on those switch kicks, you can do the switch kick, okay? Now we're coming up into high crescent. So Kamar's back heel is gonna stay the same that it was. So we're not doing a warrior one leg, we're sticking with this. Great. Arms are up above you. I want you to take a breath in. With your exhale, lean forward, lengthen your back leg, reach your arms back behind you. So you're in that kind of flying version. Nice. Inhale, bring it back up. Rebending into that back leg a bit, nice. And then again, exhale, fly forwards, reach through the arms. Great. Inhale, reach everything up. Stay up, do an open twist to the right. Right arm back, left arm forwards. Great. Let's bring it back up. Inhale, high crescent. Exhale, open into warrior two. So now adjust your back foot. Give me that big, deep bend into your front leg. Flip your front palm. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, straighten your front leg. Trikonasana, triangle pose. Stay in that triangle. Keep breathing. Last 3, 2. Nice. On 1, let's rebend into your front leg. Bring it back up into your warrior 2. Now square off of your back heel, come back into your high crescent. Nice. Swing your arms back behind you and again, re-lean into that front leg. Now with as minimal amount of propulsion and momentum as you can, we're heading into warrior 3 with the arms back behind us or modified with hands on blocks. Great. Kamar's going for a clasp behind him, a chest expansion grip. I'm into it. We're here for 3. Keep spotting. 2. Nice. Now start to bend your standing leg, bringing your entire parallel torso closer to the ground. Then bring your hands onto the earth. You can hop back with that right foot, moving through your high to mid plank, or you can just step it back, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Great job. Left leg lifts. Your transition forward, switch kick or step. And up into your high crescent we go. So stack your shoulders up. You got it, guys. Here we go. Lean forward, reach the arms back. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, swing it back. Again, inhale, bring it up, stay there. Exhale, we're opening our twist. Left arm back, right arm forwards. Nice. Squareness in your hips so essential in this shape. That will translate into your warrior 3. Inhale, let's bring it back up. Now exhale, open up the hip. Warrior 2. Inhale, reverse warrior, open up side body. Exhale, triangle pose. Lengthen through your left leg. Adjust your hips. Start to reach and move the arms to 12 and 6. We stayed here for a little bit. So I want you to savor this shape for a bit. Imagine like you're leaning up against a wall behind you. Chest and torso want to open up to the wall by your side. Nice, Kamar. Here for 3. Here for 2. Nice. Let's start to bring you up on one. Back to Virabhadrasana 2. Now pivot off your back heel. And then we're prepping. Reach the arms back, start to lean forward. Start to load up that front thigh and then either take off into, people call it airplane sometimes. It's basically a modified version of your Vira 3. Arms reaching back, right? So we're taking the shoulders out of the question. Just get the legs right, get the hips right. Now make sure your back leg is nice and active. Turn that butt cheek on to get that leg a little bit higher. Feel like your chest is an extension of that back heel. Good. Your arm variations can come in here. Kumar, work that chest expansion on the other side. Hands to heart I like, or even hands on blocks. We got 3. We got 2. Nice. Start to bend your standing leg. Hands come down. Again, you can hop back or you can just attach the back foot to the earth. High to mid plank. Upward facing. Nice. Downward facing. Now we're running through one last time and then we're done. We're going to give you the tough options. So prepare that ass. You're almost done. Let's give it another breath in. A breath out. Inhale, let's lift up the right leg. Your way of transitioning that right foot to the front. Inhale into your high crescents. Good. Exhale, fly the arms back, lean it forwards. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, lean it forwards. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, open twist. Great. Now you can add on an exalted warrior here. Right hand reaching for that back leg, left arm reaching up and back. Probably one of my favorite transitions here into warrior 2. Start to tilt the torso back. I like to swing with that left arm, pivot the back heel. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, Trikonasana triangle pose. Lengthen the right leg. Staying here just for an extra beat. Let's bring it back to your Vira 2. Pivot off the back heel. Wow, everything is so cracky. Now, your arms can stay up for this, but we're just gonna do that lean forwards. So everything is the same, except the arms are charged up. Now, peel off of that back foot, work into your Vira 3. Even, Steven. Keep it nice and wrapped and tight. For 3. For 2. And 1. Start to bend into your standing leg, bring the hands down. Now, if you want it, only if you want it, you can start to work into your handstand practice here. That can be a press. That can be your hops. You can also practice hopping and then moving back through your chaturangas. Just want to give you guys the options there. We're all meeting back into our downward facing dog in 10 seconds. I ain't got it in me today.
Body's heavy.
Body's feeling gravity today. All right, guys, final piece. Let's do it. From your downward facing. Left leg lifts. Again, hoppity switchity, or just step it on through. Into your high crescent. And with your exhale, take it forwards. Lean, reach the arms back. Inhale, reach. Exhale, lean. Good. Inhale, bring it up. Now we're into our twist. Left arm back, right arm forwards. Inhale, exalted. Right arm reaches up and back. Big side body space. Great. And then from here, working into our warrior 2. Sweep through the arms, adjust through the feet. Inhale, reverse warrior, left arm up and back. Exhale, triangle pose, Trikonasana. Straighten through your left leg, reach the left arm down, right arm high. Yes, babies. Just here for another breath in. And exhale, bring it back to your Vira 2. Now pivot off your back foot. Setting up back into your crescent. But now keep the arms up and start to load up the front thigh. Let's peel up off of that back foot, work into your warrior 3. Square hips. Start to bend your standing leg. Hands come down. Again, you can just step back, or if you have your inversion practice, you want to work your pressies, your hops. I always at least got it on one side, you know?
Yeah.
All right, guys, we're all back into our down dogs and then to the front of our mats in 10. So if you're practicing, if you're doing your thing, I don't want to interrupt you. All right.
Handstand practicing?
Yeah. Yeah, because maybe they're vibing and they're upside down chilling, loving life. All right. We're going to bring ourselves back down to the mat. We'll shift off to one side. And then we're going to lay down onto our backs. I know. I'm here to deliver the goods. All right. But we're going to do something a little wacky, so we're going to do a nice little practice of balance. All right. So if you have like a watch or something on your wrists, I would recommend taking it off, or if you got a chunky ring or jewelry. I want you to take your left arm and just glue it to your side body. Legs nice and straight. Great. Now let's roll over onto your left shoulder and your body. And we're going to try to align everything. The best tip I can give you for this is to have a super flexed left foot, because that's what you're going to be basing out on the most. Once you feel like everything is stacked, I want you to feel like your core is on and intact. And slowly, one little bit at a time, we're going to start to lift up your top foot. Good. Maybe it continues lifting and even turns out. Maybe your right arm starts to explore and you feel like you can even grab for the toe. Now, it's very normal to fall out of this, to fall behind you. We're literally just balanced on your arm. This shit's wild. Great. We'll release, bring that back down. And then we'll take it onto our backs. Final trick of the day. Same thing on the other side. So right arm glues onto your body. Roll over onto your right side. Again, super flexed foot. Everything is really, really, really active. It's like you're in a coffin. What?
Is this what we have to do? We run out of space, so everybody has to be sideways in their coffins?
Yes. Now let's see if we can lift that top foot. Maybe it starts to, ooh, nope, not for me. Starts to lift. Had it on the first side. This exercise is so hard.
Okay, that's enough.
That's so good, babe. You did great. All right. Final stretches here on the ground. If you feel like you need to counter front body, give yourself a bridge. If you feel like you need to counter back body, hug everything in. Great, and then I want you to gather everything back to center. So whether you are doing a back body or front body counter, and then start to lengthen everything away from you, stretching out your limbs to the front, by your side. Let the shoulders shimmy underneath you. We'll take 5 more breaths here. And on that 5th and final breath, bringing some movement back into your body. Maybe those gentle movements look like wiggling your fingers, your toes, your ankles, your wrists. And with each little movement, feeling a profound gratitude for that part of you, for what it does for you every day. Maybe those wiggles and movements bring you all the way over to one side. And from your side, pushing you up to your seat. With profound gratitude to all of you, thank you so much for letting me be one of your teachers. Thank you, Kamar, for endlessly supporting me in and out of class, as a body, as a partner. I just love you. And to all of you, thank you so much for showing up today. You did amazing. Arthur left a really long love note. So sweet. Oh.
says, thank you for this, not just today, by the way. I'm grateful to have you both in my life. I know we don't see each other often, but I've never forgotten your kindness and how you were there. I'm so happy I get to share the happiest times with you as well, like today. I don't want to speak for the rest of the audience, but we are the ones who are lucky. You're undoubtedly one of the most amazing, kind, inspirational, exceptional human beings I've ever met, respectively.
Oh.
And I am so grateful, so grateful to have the privilege of experiencing you both. Even here on the ones and zeros of cyberspace, I wholeheartedly believe that anyone who encourages physical, intellectual, emotional, or spiritual growth is worth having in your life, and your presence will always be welcome in mine. I'm sure that the others reading this feel the same way. Thank you for being you, Kamar and Tracy.
Aww.
And thank you, Arthur.
Yeah, Arthur, if you're still here, we love you. Thank you so much for coming. Oh. And all of you, thank you. Hi, I'm crying. You know what I realized I did?
What's that?
I realized that I promoted this class everywhere except posting it on Patreon.
Oh. Silly.
I know.
Well, I hope you guys know.
Hope you guys...
Same time.
Oh, thanks, Bizarro's Wave. Thank you. So sweet. Oh, thank you, G. Thank you, everybody.
Lovely.
Oh, Itzel, thank you.
Great. I feel so ready to conquer the rest of our challenges today.
Me too.
Which I hope involve some kind of soup.
Some kind of soup?
Yeah, I would like to conquer a bowl of ramen.
I would love to conquer a bowl of ramen with you.
Great.
We'll conquer Ulta for getting shampoos.
We need that.
Because we are out of shampoos.
Like the hair demons.
Yeah, we're going to fight the hair demons today and then get soup. Thank you, Anita. I have crying hiccups now. So sweet, you guys. Thank you. Man. Wow. You guys are so great. So doing a bit of a normal schedule this week. Yeah, I realized that I forgot to post the link for this class. Like, as a dedicated one on Patreon, so my mistakes, I will figure something out about that. But Thursday, we'll have our beginners class, same time, same channel, 10 o'clock for my West Coasters, 1 o'clock for my East Coasters, and then depending on where you are in Europe, like 5 or 6 o'clock. And then on Saturday, we're doing a New Year's Eve class. So 9 a.m. for my Pacific Standard Timers, noon for my East Coasters, and then like 4, 5, or 6, depending on where you are in Europe. But it'll be just a little, just kind of sending us into the new year on a note of gratitude and focus for what we want to create for ourselves and for our communities in 2023. I hope to see you there. I'll send out the link for that for sure the night before. You guys did great. I actually really like the playlist we chose. Even though I wasn't streaming it, it was an old one, but a nice blend. I knew it had some songs that Kamar likes. So I'll post it there in the chat. All right, my darlings. Well, I'm here. I'm here for you. I'm here for all of you, and I know that 2023 is going to bring a lot of change for me. I'm feeling ready for it. But I know that one thing that's going to be very consistent is my dedication to this community. So thank you for all your trust up until this point. I hope I keep delivering next year. Thank you, G. And same. Yes. All right, my darlings. I'm going to feed myself because I'm feeling like it's time for that. And yeah, if I don't see you for the rest of this week, I'll see you next year. It's always so weird saying that. All right, my babies. I love you, and I'll see you soon. Thank you so much for coming.